let's open this up. Oh my god, I know this scent. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. This is Boss Vision, where I share with you all everything you need to know about making candles. Today's video, I'm so excited to be sharing with you all another candle business review. Yes guys, in today's candle business review, we will be reviewing Home and Bath Creations. Yes, this is such a great name. So it is HAB essentially, like HEB. That's really smart. So her Instagram shop, HAB Creations, Facebook Home and Bath Creations, and then Twitter is Home and Bath Creations. Brilliant. You know, the name is very marketable. Home and Bath is definitely something that is searchable. As you all see, she is using the 8x8x6 boxes from Uline. Very great choice, just in terms of getting something cost effective, but it's unique, so you're not just using the typical USPS boxes. Very nice touch there. And I love that you put your stickers all over the box. In terms of branding, it has her Home and Bath Creations here, and it says making creations for your home. Yeah, I'll just zoom in on that for you guys. How cute is that? It's brilliant that you have that, and I see that you do use the sticker, the fragile sticker labels that are free. I wanted to let y'all know, I didn't let you know in the last video, but never use the yellow fragile stickers from USPS. I had a whole event happen with that. Those yellow stickers cost money. I have no idea why, but USPS says that those are carefully handled packages. So the yellow sticker costs roughly $15. So you don't want to use that, because I was using it for a good 3 months, no problem. No post office people said anything, but there was this one guy. He did not deliver the package to my customer. He refused to deliver it until she drove to the post office and paid for the extra postage. So it was like I had to send her the money for that label. I had to send her $13 for that label because I felt bad. Like, she's waiting on her package she purchased, and I was wondering why I didn't get to her either. And it was because the postman was like, I see that you have a yellow sticker here, which means it was handled with care, and I want to get paid for that. I'm like, this is just disrespectful. But yeah, I'm rambling. Long story short is don't use the yellow ones. Amazing. It looks like you did do USPS, which is smart. Priority mail 2-day. Amazing. So what I noticed with priority mail is that for priority boxes, you can only use priority labels. But if you have a priority label, you can put that label on any box. So it's fine that you did this. But just want to let y'all know, if you're doing a standard 2-day USPS label with a priority box, they will not accept it. They will reject it, and they'll return the sender, and you'll have to fix the label. USPS is pretty cutthroat, guys, by the way. But yeah, let's just open this box up and see what we got. Okay guys, so right when you open the box, oh my goodness, how beautiful. Okay, so the first thing you see when you open the box is one of her cards. It does mention the same information that is on the box, but regarding her email, website, and her social media link. Good job, girl. And the next thing you see is an amazing business card. Yes, I love the high gloss. Very nice touch there. And then you see her logo. So beautiful. This pink candle with Home and Bath Creations on it, guys. Look at that. I am in love. And then you can see her website at the bottom. And then on the back, you'll see her social media handles again. Yes, girl, you better get your name out there. I love that. Amazing. So my only thing is that I would change the font. The font, something more unique, because it looks like you're using Arial, which is very, it's very, you know, common, but it doesn't make your brand look more of marketable. It doesn't make your brand look more commercial. In terms of commercial value, you want to use a font that's different from, you want to stay away from like Arial and Times New Roman. So I would say maybe go for something like Archivo. Check out Archivo. It's really, really a bold font that makes people take you seriously. So just look into that, or any other brand fonts. Maybe Google best brand font. That's my only tip there in terms of your business card. It looks great with the high gloss on the front and having your candle there. That is amazing with the website, and in the back with your social media. Very professional. The next thing we see is this amazing thank you for shopping with us 10% off. In love. Yes. So it says use this coupon to receive 10% off your next purchase. Cannot be combined with any other offers. Limit 1 coupon per customer. And then there's the code. Very nice. I'm in love with this pink, guys. Can we just take a moment for how beautiful the high gloss is with the pink? Yes, girl, this looks really nice. I'm curious, did you create this on Canva? Like, what did you use, or did you use more of a designing template to actually, or a design template within a design website? Because I know sometimes they have these type of fonts and then you just put in your logo and then they'll put in their own fonts here. Just wanted to understand what you did there. I love it so far. The back though, I would just say maybe put your brand on the back, but other than that, this is perfect. And next we have an amazing candle care card. I love that. So it seems like a lot of people are doing the candle care cards separate from their incentive, but I mean, it would not hurt for you to just put these together. Like, you see what I'm saying? You know, just front and back. It wouldn't hurt. I just love that you explain it very, very simple, in simple terms, just regarding trim the wick, burn time, cool down, discard. Very great. Love your candle card. Okay, so the first thing I see is some amazing white grass and peanuts. I love how you didn't just do the peanuts, because I think this is really unique and it offers an aesthetically pleasing appearance for your customers to just, you know, move all this grass and peanuts out of the way. It's like, okay, what did I get? You know, I always forget what I get, even if it's been like a few days. Amazing. So I believe you use these from Uline. I've seen these boxes on Uline. Phenomenal. So the first thing we see is melanin. I love how you put a sticker on the outside of the candle beyond inside, so they know which is which. They don't have to just guess which one is what when they're opening, because it could be a gift. This is phenomenal. Wow. So let's just open this up. I will be honest with you, it seems like this box is a little bit snug, so we'll just see if that's because you wrap the candle over so you don't really have a lot of room in there, or if it's just because the box might be too small. So let's open this up. How beautiful, guys. Look. Wow. So the first thing you see is her amazing label. It says melanin. I love that you're using, I believe this is the Brittany font. That's the one that I use. Honey Vanilla with the Brittany font. Yeah, I think you're using that. Girl, yes. I think you made this on Canva. The first thing I see is that your logo is beautiful. It's HAB with the queen. However, your logo on your candle, it doesn't match your card here. So I'm just curious to know if you created these at the same time or how that is working. And I would advise that you keep your brand logo the same on your packaging as well as on your products, just so that you can have that consistency there that'll build brand awareness and build that momentum with your customer for them to see the same thing. We're always trying to get into their subconscious, okay? So having repetition of the same aesthetic will definitely increase your conversion there and bring back repeat business. So I'd say maybe even, it's up to you, maybe even add the crown one logo to these, because I think that'll just reiterate the fact that that is your brand logo. And it does look amazing. I think it's very unique. It's something that it would stand out on social media. Super important to have something that'll stand out on social media. Let's just open this up. So yeah, girl, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've done this before. You need to get a bigger box. It's too small, and what's gonna happen is you'll run into a scenario where the candle will dent. Perfect. Yep, so that's what happened with this one. Yeah, so when you have the box too small, it's gonna inevitably hit something and dent. I don't know if it was like this before, which can be common too, But yeah, your box has to be a little bit bigger so that your candle is not just hitting the sides, sliding as it's transporting. So yeah, we did get a little dent there, which is understandable. I love tins. Like, I'm really passionate about tins. I think they're really cost effective for us, but they provide a nice aesthetic for people who like to use these smaller candles in like their bathroom. So it's a whole vibe, okay? It's an experience. And I love that your label says melanin. I wonder what that smells like instantly. Underneath it, I do see vanilla, I believe this is. Because when you type in the word vanilla, this is the picture that comes up. Like in terms of a flower. I think that is the flower vanilla. So we'll see what it is, and it says hand poured in California and 6 ounces. I love that. You did include the right information. One thing that I would suggest though is that you include the burn time. It's super important to have the amount of time that this candle can fully burn on your candles, just so that people get the idea of what they're buying. Because I do find that if I'm buying a candle, I run into the scenario where I want to make sure I'm getting my money's worth. So it's like, how long is this candle going to burn? With my 11-ounce candles, I put 45 hours of burn time, and that just gives people insight into the fact that they can burn this candle or 10 times in 4-hour intervals and they'll be fine, okay? So yeah, 4-hour intervals at max and they'll be fine. But this is a beautiful candle. I'm super excited to smell it. It looks like you have the warning label here. That's really important just regarding what we're doing here, to reiterate what you put on the candle care card. And you can also incorporate, you know, reminding people about this information in your marketing email. So I did do a video on how to write the perfect marketing email. If you haven't seen it already, I would say just click this link right here. It'll take you straight to it. In that video, I went into detail about how to create a flow with Klaviyo. And I would highly recommend that if you are creating flows or just any kind of email outreach, to inform your customers right after they make their purchase of what they could do. Because I do purchase skincare from a small business owner, and right after I purchased, she said what you can do while you wait for your package. And with that, if you incorporate what they can do while they wait for their package, they're able to be reminded again, hey, don't put this on a heat resistant surface. Hey, make sure to trim your wig 1/4. Hey, make sure to only burn it for 4 hours. You know, just stuff like that. Let's just open this up and see what we got here. Oh my God, I know this scent. Cocoa butter cashmere is phenomenal, and it's perfect for the fall. You're definitely doing something right here. And oh my God, girl, you have a wooden wick. I love this. Yes, and cocoa butter cashmere is perfect for the fall. You have no idea what you just did here, girl. This is an entire vibe with wooden wicks. I'm super excited to try out this candle. Another candle. So this is a natural soy candle. Right now I know you use soy. Just regarding that, I would say it would be important to include the same information on each. It looks like this one, which I love, melanin, does not have the same sticker as the vanilla iced tea, and having that synchronicity, you know, the same consistency there will definitely provide more of an organized appearance for your customers. If everything is matching, it definitely plays a major role in the likelihood that they're going to repeatedly buy. A lot of people are just looking at our packaging and just looking for a reason to find something about it, like, hey, this, I don't take them serious. But in order to make them take you seriously, you have to think about what you would want to see in your box, what type of consistency you would want to see. Like if you open a Bath & Body Works box, you would want to see the same brand logo on everything. If they have a different brand logo, you're like, who is that? Oh, perfect. So you did wrap this candle. That's amazing. It's amazing that that fit. I know oftentimes in our boxes we're like, oh, it fits, and it did fit. So here it is. She bubble wrapped the candle. When I pack it, I'm like, how annoying and amazing is that? It's not annoying for me, but I just wonder. Oh my goodness. So pretty. Wow. I love this vessel. My high school friend Kayla, she actually just started making candles. She makes tumblers. I always put her in the description, Kayla's Crafts Room on Etsy. You guys should check her out. But she's making candles now too, and this is her design as well. It is a perfect, it's almost like Yankee candle, you know, in terms of making sure that it is this perfect lid here. Oh my goodness. Let's just, like, what? The cold throw. This is really good. It actually does smell like vanilla iced tea. Wow. This smells good. Wow. Okay, so the cold throw is phenomenal. I'm definitely enjoying that. It actually smells like a vanilla iced tea. Like, you could almost call it like a chai tea if you wanted to. Your label. Okay, let's talk about the label. Just with that, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is like a little bit ripply at the top here, and then this side is kind of has some damage there. And I've been there, but I would just say in terms of your customers, it is your only opportunity to increase repeat business. And when you're making your candles, it's late at night and you're tired, you don't really feel like you're just trying to get that label on the candle. You just, really take that extra time to make sure your label is fixed on there securely, because what's going to happen is your customer is going to look at that with the ripples and things like that, and they're going to think, okay, yeah, I'm not buying another one of these. Honestly, it's just something that can turn a customer off to your business. I personally don't mind, but I would just say for your future to maybe order these stickers a little bit smaller, because what I'm thinking is another reason why your candle label is doing that to you is because it's too long. The height is too long, and so where the candle is rounding, you're trying to put the sticker at, and it's rippling, and you don't want it to ripple because it's not a really good aesthetic for people. Because just think about that, if you were to buy a candle from Yankee Candle, Bath and Body Works, or even at Target, even if you went to Target and you were about to pick something up, convenience item, if it was a ripply label, you'd be like, okay, yeah, move that one. That one's gotten damaged. They consider it damaged, you know? So just be mindful of that going forward. It could have also been with your packaging, and that's another thing you can focus on in terms of your boxes. I would just say get some bigger boxes. It would not hurt for you to try a larger box for these. I bet you spent some money on these mini boxes in terms of Uline, so I don't really want you to like waste any money, but maybe put these little ones, because it's hard to get out of this box. It would be the little ones in the big box and like wrapped up in there, and then the big ones in a bigger box, because they don't fit, and then their labels are coming out like ripply, and that's not the aesthetic you want to achieve. But that's just something to take away. I would say go for it. It wouldn't hurt. And I always think, like, when I'm packing orders, I'm like, is there anything else that I can do to actually make this person buy from me again? And that's probably one of the things. You have to make it look professional. Okay, guys. So another thing I noticed is your tops on this one are not smooth. Yeah, so that's typical with soy wax. Soy wax is a tricky beast. You have to have the right temperature in your home, as well as it's advised to preheat your vessel. I can share a video on how you do that in the oven. You preheat it to like 200 degrees max, and that way your candle jar is warm when you're pouring it. That gives it more time to solidify. The reason why you're not getting a smooth top is because it's cooling too fast. So if the jar is already warm, there's more time for the candle to cool. So it's cooling at the appropriate time. You're going to get the aesthetic you want. If you don't feel like putting your jars in the oven every time, or having your house at a super hot temperature every time, you can always just grab a heat gun. It's like $7 on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description down below. Super inexpensive, and it definitely provides an aesthetic for your customers. Some people might not even notice it, but if they do, I mean, is there anything else we can do to make sure we repeat that business? I would say just having a smooth top will definitely encourage more sales. So yeah, I love this. I'm curious why you didn't do a wooden wick in these as well. I think that would have been a really nice aesthetic, but this is nice. And I just want to mention that you could use 2 wicks in here. It would not hurt. If you're in testing, I would encourage you maybe to try 2 wicks and see if you like it, because we're always trying to get a better hot throw, and with this diameter you would be able to do 2 wicks, which encourages the hot throw because it encourages, you know, that burn, that melt pool faster. So yeah, definitely look into that. It smells amazing. The cold throw is phenomenal. I'm looking forward to checking out your website and lighting these up and seeing how they perform. Okay guys, so now we're in my living room and I just wanted to have the candle set on a heat resistant surface. So that's on my candle holder from Bath and Body Works. I set the vibe here, you know, with the flower in the background, and we're just gonna light this up and see how it performs in an hour. Okay guys, we are now in my office area here, makeup area vibe here, you know, it's a whole vibe. And I have the beautiful melanin candle on another pedestal up here. And as you can see, girl, I love your labels, by the way. I just want to say you killed it with the labels. Just a couple things in terms of the same branding on each, you be in the clear. But anyways, let's just go ahead and light this up now. Okay, so when you go to the Home and Bath Creations website, the first thing you'll see is this amazing discount wheel. And with that is an amazing marketing tool just to incentivize your visitors to sign up for your email list. So yeah, that is a brilliant idea to have actual good incentives in there regarding discounts, free shipping, and even, oh, it says better luck next time. But yeah, it's really good to have discounts and incentives there. With that does encourage sales as well as increase the likelihood that people are going to sign up for your email, which will eventually cause them to come back to your website and then ultimately make a purchase. So we'll just exit out of that. And the first thing you'll see is that if you subscribe, you automatically get 10% off purchase, which is phenomenal. And I love that you have the marketing text messages set up. That is phenomenal. Just in terms of the texting, it makes sense to have your marketing in their phones, because what I found is while I'm purchasing from small business owners, if they text me a few times, I am more likely to make a purchase. So that is a really great marketing tool as well. You just are covering all the bases. And the next thing that we see is this amazing website logo. I love that you incorporated your website logo first. That is very important. I'm just curious regarding your other pink candle home and bath. Is that a brand image? Is that something? Comment down below what the intent is behind that, because I would highly suggest if it isn't a value, then maybe somehow streamline the process to have both of them together, because if you have two different brands, people will get a bit confused. So just with that, I love how it says luxury line, wax melts shop, HABC perks. Keep it uniform. That is the word I've been looking for. Uniform. Yes. So your logo says HAB, but then here it says HABC perk point. So that is confusing and misleading. So I would say just decide whether or not you want it to be HABC or HAB, and make it uniform throughout all of your marketing as well as your branding. So just in terms of your picture here, this is gorgeous. I love how you were able to incorporate your candle in more of a stock photo background there. I'm probably the only one who could notice that background is not where the candle really is. But I really love that. I wonder if you got that done from a web designer online. In terms of the luxury line here, let's click on that and see what we have. Yes, so this is gorgeous. Yes, I love that you did incorporate a white background for each photo. Just with that, I feel like there are a few ways that you could improve your photos in terms of having the label be the center of the picture. It looks like the top of the candle is the center of the picture instead of the label. And with your candle title, you put Red Horizon Luxury Candle. I always try to, mention what type of candle it is. So with this, you should say Red Horizon Luxury Wooden Wick Candle. I know it sounds like a longer name, but incorporating that will definitely give your customers insight into the fact that this wig is wooden. You probably don't even need to include the vendor since this is your website. So if there is a way to uncheck that box, I probably would. And then with options, so in terms of sizing, I wonder if there's a way that you could put available in 2 sizes, because looking at this screen, I wouldn't know that, you know? Oh, okay, same picture for both? Oh, that's what it is. It was not slow. It was the same picture. So that's not good either. In terms of communication with your potential customers, you need to have a different picture for the smaller candles. You can't have the same picture. I love that you have this incentive for perk points, but I would just say change it from HABC to HAB, because you say at the top HAB, just to keep that formal. So they can become a member. That's amazing. And earn points per purchase. Brilliant. So I love that you incorporated that. It could be slowing down your site. I would say look into that to increase your conversion. And yeah, I'm really happy for you. I think that you have a wonderful idea, great products, a brilliance, but there has to be a little more uniform, a few more items that can be more uniform, which I'm sure you'll get into as you go. I mean, it's all trial and error. It looks like you started a while ago in terms of 2020. So, oh, I love this. Oh my God, that's amazing. So it says, wow, making creations for your home. That's beautiful. I love that you add your story in there regarding your family owned natural soy candle company located in California. Love to know what part of California, because you never know if people are in your area. All of our candles are hand poured in small batches so that each candle is given the proper care it deserves. I love that. That is a great reason, you know? Because a lot of times people think small batches, small sales, but no, you do small batches so it gets the proper care. Love it. Each candle is made with love using natural coconut apricot cream wax. So with cream, it looks like you keep putting a asterisk before E. I think it's actually at the end of the, CREME and then there. No big deal, but just something I saw. And then I love your mission just regarding each scent is carefully selected to fill your home with amazing aromas. This is really great. It seems like you did have a business plan behind this and was able to execute it. Overall, I am in love with your website, but I would just say to move your personal story up higher. I think that will help others, and then find a way to understand why your site's moving so slow. I imagine it's an easy fix. So yeah, let's just check in and see how these candles are performing. Okay guys, so it's been about an hour and a half actually, a little bit longer than an hour. So let's just see how the mini 10 is performing. I believe it's 6 ounces, but hot throw. We got a hot throw. Yeah girl, you got a hot throw. You better kill it. Perfect. So look how it's burning. Burning very nicely. Very nicely. So yeah, your candle's burning nicely. We have a hot throw. It's not very strong. There's a couple things you can do to strengthen your hot throw. Yeah, so a lot of times if we're not getting an extreme hot throw, it's due to a few factors. It could be your size of your wick, the amount of fragrance oil you're putting in, and it could be the temperature that you're heating your wax to, and it could be the amount of time that you're curing. So in terms of the size of your wicks, it looks like you are doing a very small wooden wick. And then just with regard to the fragrance oil load in such a small tin, all you really need is like 10% fragrance oil with coconut apricot cream. What I did to give me an amazing hot throw the last time, or the first time I even tried it was crazy, was I had 1 ounce of cocoa butter cashmere. So with that, I did two 6-ounce tins. So what happened was it came out to being 0.5 ounces of fragrance oil and then 5 ounces of wax. So that's the 10% ratio there. And what I did was I melted the wax up to about 210, got it down to 200. Well, at 210, I added the fragrance oil in. What happens when you add the fragrance oil in when it's completely hot is that while you're mixing, the temperature is lowering. So it got to about 200 or 190, and I was able to pour it at that point. And then after even, it was like 3 days, I opened that and it smelled crazy. The cold throw was crazy. And then I lit the candle because I'm like, I fell in love with cocoa butter cashmere, and I lit it, and the candle filled up the entire kitchen. Let's go check on vanilla iced tea. Be transparent. It looks like this candle is actually beside my vent here, so that's why it's dancing like that. But in terms of the hot throw, it is very faint. So what we're getting here is the classic case of the wrong wick. So it looks like you're using Eco series for this candle here. And I'm just curious if you ever considered wicking down. It looks like your candle wick is too large for the vessel. And then, as I said before, you would benefit significantly from double wicking these. I would highly encourage you to double wick these. And as y'all can see, the flame is extremely high, which oftentimes could indicate that the wick needed to be trimmed before I lit it, or it could be because the wick is so big. So try to, make the wick a bit smaller. I would say wick down maybe one level if you're using the Eco series. It looks like you're using like Eco 10s or, yeah, it's giving Eco. I think you're using Ecos because this black soot that's coming up is Eco to me. I remember those days. So I would say try the CD series. It would not hurt to try the CD10s in this vessel, or even the CD10. 2 CD10s in here probably work well. It's all about trial and error. You never know, but this can be tweaked a little bit to get you a better hot throw. This vessel is too large for it to be so faint of a throw, so I think that having 2 wicks would be your sweet spot. And even incorporating the wooden wicks in here, girl, that would be a beautiful aesthetic. Overall, I really enjoyed your packaging as well as your brand mission, and just the fact that you have been working so hard on your website is really nicely done. I would say there's a couple things that you can improve on in terms of making your brand more uniform, with having your logo matching in every piece of your product awareness in terms of your candle care card or your incentives, just having the same brand and all of that. And I would also encourage you to look into double wicking the larger vessels, as well as understanding more about the hot throw with the smaller 10s. And all in all, I would give this about a 7.5 out of 10, just because there's a couple things that we can organize here. I mean, overall, your business is beautiful. It is amazing. You have an amazing mission, and I really appreciate you sending me in your candle. This is a beautiful brand. You have a really great idea here and beautiful vessels, and the 10s are amazing. And that cocoa butter cashmere cold throw was phenomenal. I wonder if it just needed to be cured a little bit longer, to be transparent with you, because I know you get some great reviews online, so I imagine that you do have a hot throw. Just let me know what your current process is, and we can sort of brainstorm together. So yeah, definitely take that into consideration. It doesn't hurt to try some new things, and if you don't like it, go back to your old procedures. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and definitely subscribe. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, your week, your next hour, just living your purpose and love life. Okay, bye.